Welcome back. At this point, we're now going to do our first introductory video on the series of Roman history videos that will accompany this course to walk you through the steps of Roman history that you're going to be exposed to as you read your 7 authors' works in this Classics 396 course. So this is just a basic outline to start you off on your journey through Roman history, and we will obviously in future videos become more detailed as we need to on the different parts of Roman history that will become relevant. I should mention up front that Kings is relevant most particularly for Livy's work. That's our second author, the early history of Rome for your Penguin translation. It's called Ab Urbe Condita in the Latin. The first book, which you're going to be reading in this course, talks about the King period. The early Republic is more setting the stage for the Middle and later Republic, and there is an aspect of the Middle Republic, the Punic Wars, that is quite relevant for Virgil and also Ovid, because the conflict between Rome and the North African city Carthage is key for the establishment of Rome as the supreme power in the late Republic and then also in the Empire. So obviously these details will be provided for you in future videos. So just to basically introduce to you these dates and these periods. The King period is dated artificially at 753 BC. Because of the canonical date given by the Roman antiquarian scholar Varro, V-A-R-R-O, in the 1st century BC, for the date of the foundation of the city of Rome itself. We don't unfortunately believe that 753 BC really corresponds with anything really historical or archaeological, as we'll talk about more in a future video. However, we have to use it because Livy's work dates the historical events of consequence from this particular year. So as a result, we have to use it in order to be able to understand his dates properly. So we'll use 753 BC as a matter of convenience, but you should be aware that it doesn't necessarily have much historic value, unfortunately. However, 510 BC is somewhat better. That's is an acceptable date, maybe not necessarily a totally established date, but acceptable for the beginning of the Republic. The Republic really starts the next year, 509 BC, and it goes down to 31 BC, and that is an acceptable date, a fully established date, sorry, because that refers to the Battle of Actium, which was the final conflict between the first emperor of first emperor of Rome named Augustus. At that time he was called Octavian, before he received the title of Augustus from the Senate. Octavian defeated his former ally, Mark Antony, in that battle, 31 BC. Antony and the pharaoh of Egypt, Cleopatra, with whom Antony had a close relationship, committed suicide the following year, 30 BC. And with that, Octavian's rule over the Roman world was established completely, and that's what initiated the empire from 31 BC on into later history that we do not cover in this course. So those are your basic periods. In our next videos, we will start talking about those areas in particular, and we'll begin with the King period that will be relevant, as we said before, for the readings by Livy. Okay, we'll see you next video.